Double honors to apostles and elders who grant my stone that were well. Citation to the hopeful elect that are scattered in the four corners of the earth. And our praises, glory, and honor be due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kadash. Yeah, man, without further ado, I'm going to go into a short lesson. And this is going in basically to the development, of the digital currency, which will eventually lead to the MOTB, aka the mark of the beast, aka the microchip. All right, so here we have here a little clip about the MMG, which is an app basically in Guyana, which is being pushed on a large volume of basically getting everyone into the mindset of adjusting into the system, all right, of a cashless system, all right, and there is heavy promotions on this, getting people accustomed to cashless society, but the real initiative behind it, or the real meaning behind it, is eventually to to have you have that digital ID, get you accustomed to cashless transaction, which is digital transactions, and eventually, by finding fault into the system that they have, they're going to eventually push that microchip to be inserted under in the body or in the hands, all right, to fulfill the prophecy in Revelation 13, all right, in verse 16, concerning what's the nature of the mark of the beast and what it is set out to do by the wicked, all right. Now, nevertheless, I'm going to play a little into the video as the young lady demonstrates what how it works,
Hi guys, it's Danelli from MMG. Today we're going shopping with no money, but don't worry, MMG's...
All right, see what I said? Today we're going shopping with no money, which will soon become a reality, all right? A digital era, all right? And now what they have now is that if you don't do a certain amount of transaction within the time period given, then they would suspend the account,
Got me. Let's go. It's time to pay. Let me show you guys how it's done. First, log into the MMG app. But hey, look how much easier it is with Face ID. Now click on Pay a Merchant and you'll have two ways to pay. You can either scan the QR code at the cashier or type in the merchant's name. Review the details and click confirm. And that's what it's like to live life easy with MMG. Bye.
All right, she said that's what it is to live life easy. All right, prompting your minds basically to get you into the system. All right, and to appreciate the somewhat upgrade of what they desire to have you eventually to take that MOTB. All right. Now this is the book of Isaiah 42, and I begin at verse 9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." And it's talking about these prophecies. All right. Before they spring forth, the Lord will give the elect, the prophets, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the scriptures. All right. And then it's declared unto you in the four corners of the earth. This is Amos 3 and verse 6. "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?" All right. In the sense, the trumpet is likened to the word. All right. And the trumpet is used to give warning. All right. Or to sound an alarm based on what is given. All right. An alert. All right. It says, Amos 3 and 6, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it?" That evil in the city represent righteous judgment. All right, angels that are set out basically to fulfill the Lord's will according to his recompense of judgment. All right, verse 7, "Surely the Lord Yahweh power will do nothing but he reveal his secrets unto his servants the prophets." All right, because this is basically the understanding of the Holy Scriptures. All right, The scripture says, study to show thyself approved. Don't want to mess it up. Hold on, I can't. Right. It's a 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the power, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. All right. So going into the scriptures and breaking them in the correct order. All right. Now, let me get not a precept. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision, and make it plain upon the table, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. All right, and we're on the verge of this major prophecy to become mandatory very soon in the four corners of the earth. So like you got China, you got Sweden, you got Russia, you got the US, Canada, Brazil, Barbados, Trinidad, the islands. The whole world basically is getting ready to push a cashless society, all right, and basically to set up that system where eventually it's going to lead to the MOTB becoming mandatory. All right, just like C19, all right, you could not be able to go into stores without a mask, or you couldn't go into government places without basically having the card to show that you had taken the C19. It's the same way that they're going to enforce bit by bit, all right, by gradualism, this digital system, and eventually it's going to become full mandatory, and then shortly after that, they're going to find fault with it, with the digital cards, and they're going to tell you, listen, here, you got to take the MOTB if you want to continue society, all right? And that's this devil's agenda, Esau Edom. It tell you in Revelation, in Job 9 and 24, says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. All right, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Bilderbergers, these are some of the elite families that run the world in wickedness as you see it. And this is their agenda. They want to be like the Most High. All right, they want to cut off you so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native Indians, all right, by giving you this MOTB. And as the apostles have had this vision, starting with Apostle Tahar concerning the prophecy with the MOTB, you're seeing that the Lord had truly put the word in the mouth of the apostles, and it's declaring the four corners of the earth. We're seeing the actual MOTB, and all these other prophecies that have been declared by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's happening and speeding up. That's why it is important for you, so-called Negro, Hispanic, and Native Indians, all right, that desire this truth, this wholesome truth, basically to pay attention to the apostles, all right, and the doctrine that is being put forth in the four corners of the earth. The scripture tell you in Isaiah 33, that wisdom and stability shall be in thy time. All right, the wisdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to be your guide in your time. All right, in this time. All right, this is Revelation 13 and 16, and he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. All right, that mark goes back into the word charagma, which, just like if you have cattle, you would brand them to show ownership, is the same way these RFID microchips basically will bear a unique number, which shows who you are as a unique number, and also the mark of Esau Edom. All right, and when you go into that, the root word of that charagma, it says what, a palisade or carax, which basically what that does is basically in ancient time they would use sharp edges, all right, of either wood or metal as piercing to pierce the enemy. Today that is likened to the syringe, where the charagma or the aka the microchip is placed in that syringe and is pierced onto the skin. All right, and you're gonna see a lot of transformation with this beast system, where he's about to show the his power by showing you how much achievement the microchip has begin to do. And a lot of people, all right, they're gonna be deceived, and they're gonna take that MOTB, all right. But the Lord had said it, man. The Lord said He will keep the elect, all right, from the hour of temptation. Roughly meaning that basically we're gonna go through the hour of temptation, but the Lord is gonna keep the elect from taking the MOTB, all right, because the elect is gonna stand firm on the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and will not submit themselves onto the wicked abomination of this world. That's why the Lord is coming back to save that 1/3. That's the 2/3 of our people. They're gonna die. You know. I hope that this video has been edifying and a bad to this wicked kingdom. Shalom, Brakatah.